Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the movie pod. My name's Isaac, and we've got on the line Joseph. Joseph, mate, how are you doing? It's Sunday night, Sunday evening.
Sunday night.
How are we doing?
Yeah, pretty good actually. Pretty good. Excited for this episode. We're chatting about it all day,
Yeah, man.
and yeah, excited.
Yeah.
And you also lost your bet, so I think you owe me $10 million, but that's fine. I'll collect later.
You did that on purpose.
Yeah, of course I did it on purpose.
We had work today, and I said to him, I bet you $10 million that when I ask you how you doing today on this episode, I bet him $10 million that he'd say, yeah, I'm doing all right. Pretty tired. He didn't say it. You're tired. I know you're tired.
Oh, I was up at like 2 at night and then got up at like 7:30. I'm tired.
Oh, you, Joseph.
I had to prove a point, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty point.
Pour me a drink.
Anyway, Fast X, we saw it. I gave my little review, not really. I gave my initial thoughts on our Instagram at the movie pod and on my Twitter at IsaacH2021. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, so I enjoyed the movie. I definitely did enjoy it. It was entertaining. I think it was a bit cringe in points, in parts. We'll get to our rating at the end, but I enjoyed it. I can't speak for Joseph though. It's a lot different to what I expected. I thought we'd get a lot more of these characters, that character. But yeah, let's just get into our review. So the start was cool. The start was pretty epic. It took us back to Fast 5 Days. It opens with a flashback.
Because it was a flashback.
Yeah. It opens with a flashback of new scenes of through Jason Momoa's character Dante, through his eyes. New scenes of Hernan Reyes. It looked like deepfake to me. Hernan Reyes was the villain in Fast 5, the guy Dom Brian and the crew stole the vault from. And yeah, basically, as we know, Jason Momoa's character Dante is his son. So that was the whole point of this movie. You know, he wants to get revenge on Dom and Dom's family and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, those scenes were cool. You know, even though it was no
typical villain stuff.
Yeah, even though it was no new scenes of Brian. It was cool to see Paul Walker back on the screen. Cool to see Brian back on the screen.
Yes.
Through the flashbacks. But yeah, you know, speaking about how the new scenes of Hernan Reyes looked like deepfake, the whole movie, bro, was like visual effects.
Oh my god!
Like that movie was the second most expensive film to date. Process that. That movie, Fast X, second most expensive movie ever made. I don't know where that budget goes to. I don't.
And I'm sorry, the visual effects were not great.
Do you not think so? I thought they were good. I thought they were fine.
There were parts where it was like, come on, guys. Like, I'm not saying the entire movie was poor. Definitely not.
I don't know,
but there were definitely parts where it was like, jeez. Obviously, they're not going to do the stunts that they do. I get that.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. It was, some of it felt a little, like, rushed. And I feel like the feel of the movie really changed. Like, because the director it wasn't the main director. Is it Justin Lin?
Justin Lin directed about like the first 2 months of the film, and then he quit. And then the new director came in and he changed a few things. We know he rewrote the third act overnight, and we were very iffy going into that. But we'll get into this. We got dot points of everything we're talking about. When we get up to that, we'll talk about the third act.
Yeah,
probably best. Like from the third act and onwards, I was excited. I was actually hyped.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that.
But
yeah.
No, the feel of the quickly just the feel of the movie. It doesn't feel like you've stepped into a Fast and the Furious movie. I don't know.
Okay. I was looking through some reviews before I went into the movie. I don't know why, but a lot of people said that it felt way too long and it just got dragged out. I'm the opposite. I feel like it went so quick. Like I don't know if there's just a lot that I missed, but I feel like the movie went hella quick and there's so much they didn't put into the movie that they should have. I don't know if that's just me, but a lot of the reviews I looked at, people were saying the movie's dragged on. It's way too long. You're waiting for it to end. I was the complete opposite. Like, I got to the end and was like, "What the hell? It's over. It's finished."
Yeah.
That was me.
No, I kind of understand. Like, I kind of get it because as you said, I think one of the first things you said to me was there's no character development, and the movie is just constantly action.
Yeah.
It's just constantly something is happening,
Like,
and so if you're not keeping up, it's you kind of have to, like, you're not slowed down, you're not brought down. It's just consistently, and I think that's because of how many different storylines we got. We got the obviously the Dom one, and then you have Jacob and Little B. Then you have Letty and Cypher. Then you have Tej, Han, Ramsey, Roman, yeah, and then Deckard. Like, it's it's consistently action. There is no character development. I think that's why it felt rushed to us, is because it's just snap, 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 snap.
Same with Jason Momoa's character, Dante. Oh, worst Fast and Furious villain, dude. He was the worst villain in the franchise. Way too comedic and cringe. You know, I'm like, Jason Momoa. He played Dante very well. I will say his acting was good from him. He played him how he was wrote, but the character was wrote so poorly. I don't know, way too just comedic and cringe. Like, today at work, when I was doing a cinema check for Fast X, like, there's this bit where a big explosion goes off right under him, and then he runs down the stairs with a little giggle, like, hee hee. Just so, like, it's just weird.
Yeah, and the comedy just didn't land as well. Like, there was a point where he was when he takes all their money and he's just hanging out with two dead guys.
Cringe.
And I'm like,
oh, he's talking to
what the hell is happening?
Guys. Yeah. The movie, the franchise, Fast and Furious franchise as a whole. How many movies are there now? 11. It's past $7 billion at the worldwide box office. Which
wow.
It's doing good numbers. Fast X currently is $511 million worldwide, and it's been out for a week and a bit.
That's all right.
That's very good. 500 in a week is crazy.
Oh, it's a little over a week now. It's
511 in a week and 3 days.
So
okay. That I did not expect that. I thought it's surely gonna hit $1 billion, right?
I think it'll come short.
I think it'll crack 900. But I don't know. Like, you see everyone hating on it on the internet, on Twitter, in the YouTube comments for the trailers.
Yeah.
Everyone, taking the piss out of it, but then everybody goes and sees it. Like, it's been busy at work with Fast X. That first week, first few days of Fast X was busy. So yeah, it's doing well. $7 billion now past at the box office, which out of 11 movies, you would hope so. $7 billion there. A lot of that is from Fast. Like, they made 1.5 bill from Fast 7, Furious 7. But yeah. Now. One thing I did like. I wish we would have got more of it. We saw this bit in the trailer, this scene. But the short car meet street race scene was cool. When Dante rocks up, pulls his gang on Dom, and they pull their guns out, blah blah blah. But what do? They settle it for a street race. Cool street race. Yep. Kinda. It was really like just a drag strip. It was like a drag strip.
It wasn't.
It was not a street race. Yeah, that's cool. One of the cars blows up. That guy. And we learn that I'm butchering this, but Daniela Melchior's character Isabel, we learn that she is the sister of Elena, who died in Fast 8, The Fate of the Furious, to Cypher. Cypher killed her.
Yep.
the mother of Dom's son, Brian Jr., Brian Toretto. So
Little bitty.
Little B. So yeah, that was cool to learn that. Of course, of course she's related. I know, but
Everybody is.
Yeah, that was a nice little scene, especially with some actual car culture. But that's like it, bro. That was like
A little
it.
bit.
That was like it. Another thing though, on the topic of things I did like that was a cool little scene, whatever, because the cars. Dom is in the garage, right? He's got his Dodge Charger there. And he's looking at images, he's looking at photographs on the wall in the garage. Of, his adventures over time with Brian and the crew. And a little jingle of See You Again by Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth plays. That was...
Yep.
Oh, I loved that, bro.
It was the little, the iconic little jingle from it, and it's... Oh, when I heard it, I'm like...
I heard it,
oh.
It made me feel... It just, like... I just love it, bro. It's just so good. So that was really nice. That scene really feel that one.
Yeah, but to kind of ruin that moment, sorry, was that Dom's mum?
Yeah, Dom's mother.
I'm sorry.
I don't know, bro.
Did I miss something?
I don't know. Yeah, Dom's mum at the table. Yeah, where? Dom's mother. We got introduced to Dom's mother. Very nice. She was the leader of the
like in the weirdest way.
It was just so random.
It was so random. I'm like, did I miss something? I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
It was completely unannounced. It was completely just out of the blue. I'm like, who's this lady?
Yeah. Dominic Toretto's mother. That was it of like the good stuff until we get to the third act, which we'll get up to in a second. But as we said, Jason Momoa's character Dante was the worst villain, way too comedic, dude. Cringe. Jason Momoa, he played him well. He played him how he was written. He was just written poorly, bro. It's like another Reaver situation. It was this really cringe, such a bad villain. The son of Hernan Reyes from Fast 5. Like, we're talking about this the other day. The best Fast and Furious villain for me, Carter Verone and Braga. I like Braga.
I agree with Carter Verone. I think Carter Verone is great.
I like Braga. Braga's just cool. He just
I don't know. Maybe it's just because. Yeah. No. I think that's what it is. What it is
in the right movie.
Yeah.
Carter Verone definitely. You were saying
has to be.
You were saying the other day that Deckard Shaw. I don't see Deckard Shaw as a villain anymore. He was, but like a villain that stayed a villain. Like Carter Verone went to jail, he's a villain. Braga stayed a villain throughout jail.
Dead now.
Yeah, Brian stabbed him in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, freaking Dante, bro. Dante. We're obviously gonna get him more of him. And like
Cypher. Which I don't love. Cypher.
Cypher?
What was that?
It was annoying. It didn't make sense. It was weirdly written. Like, why'd she just show up to the Toretto house like that? I don't know. And then they invited her in. They put her on her couch. She's the freaking woman that killed your son's mother.
And you invite her in to bleed out on your couch. Like, what?
Weird. It's just weird. She just rocks up at the house all fucking bashed up.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Yeah. And
I don't hate Cypher, but
another waste was Jason Statham's Deckard Shaw, bro. We were hyped. I was hyped to get him in this, seeing him in the trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing that he was going to be in this one. I was hyped to get him, on board, maybe joining the crew or something, bro. Getting more of him, maybe setting up a Hobbs and Shaw too, because, Hobbs at the end and post-credit. it was just it was a waste. Like I was excited to see him in live action, back in action, but he has this little fight with Han, and then we don't see him again. That guy, he had someone in a duffel bag.
Yeah, in the boxing bag.
Yeah.
That was that was weird.
That was weird, and then he just ran up. Sorry, what the fuck? And then we just don't see him again. Han and him, they make up for Deckard killing him, which I still doesn't make sense to me, because was Deckard not involved? Because didn't little nobody tell Deckard to do that? Like that's what I gathered, but no, I
don't think they care. But it's not as bad as the other return, which we won't get to right away. But
however, with Deckard, we go in his garage, the exact garage we see in Hobson Shaw, which was cool. It was cool garage.
Yeah.
Speaking of Han, he was useless. It was useless. Alongside Ted, Roman, Ramsey, Letty, and Mia, the whole crew was useless in the movie. You can say Mia, is the only acceptable uselessness, as she has a family with Brian that she has to look after. It was nice to see that that scene when they got like people rushed in their house when she was bonding with Dom's kid Brian Jr. Little B. Same with her little scene with her brother.
They're playing a game. They're playing a racing game.
That was nice. So I can see why she isn't involved in it as much. Same with why Brian's not involved with it, because they got a family now.
Yeah, I feel like if Mia's in it too much, then it's like, where's Brian?
Where's Brian? Yeah, I was like 9.
Yeah. See, with Roman and Tej, they had their own little storyline of like Roman not being a leader, and then they really soften him up and be like, you're a leader now, Roman, because you do all these things, but we're still gonna make fun of you and not take you seriously at all. But you're a leader.
They would just really.
It was so
in this movie.
Forced. Yes, no, that's the best way to put it. Nobody was bad.
Forgettable.
It's just forgettable.
I don't remember. I'm probably gonna rewatch it on next Saturday with my dad. So I do need to rewatch it. It just felt so quick to me, the whole movie. Oh really?
Yeah, it's just because it was consistently like snappy. Like there was no break. There was no slow moment.
No. John Cena's Jacob was
full throttle.
John Cena's Jacob Trotter was probably definitely the best character of the movie. I'm sorry, I actually liked
100%.
I liked him in this. He was the best character of the movie.
100%.
And then
he was comedic. He had a purpose, and then obviously at the end.
Well, they could always just be dead. Which obviously not, but we'll get to that in a second. I will say this, I do like this. I was hoping that maybe she would get like a bigger role, maybe she would join the crew late like Ramsey did in 7. Maybe, I know she's not an actor, and she wants to pursue a career in modeling. But Meadow Walker, the daughter of Paul Walker, made a little cameo. She was a flight attendant on Jacob and Little B's flight, which was it's nice to do that. That's really nice to include that. It was a nice little thing.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nothing big, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was nice. Paul. Yeah. But yeah, the film goes on, and then we get to the third act of the film. Now, I was really looking forward to seeing what the third act would be. I thought it'd be terrible. They rewrote the whole thing overnight and
one
filmed
night.
it the next night.
That's scary.
The next day. But the third act of the film, starting from the third act of the film up until the end of the film, that was probably the most exciting parts of the film. And being that the third act got rewrote overnight, they did a very, very good job with executing that. That part from third act to the end actually had me on the edge, on the legit edge of my seat. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I was like, oh my god. I really thought so much more was gonna happen. It was good, but bro, they were like feeding us. They're like, Brian. I'm like, Brian's gonna show up on that bridge, bro. I'm like, Brian's gonna come and save Dom and Little B. Brian is about to come out. Brian is gonna come out.
Yeah.
It was like they were teasing it, but weren't teasing it.
You just see like a
felt like
WRX rock up.
You see his blue R34 rock up, and then you instantly know even if we didn't see his face and it cut there. I think, a little predictions. We'll get into our full predictions at the end, but just a prediction while we're on this. For Fast 11, I think Brian and Mia are going to come and save everybody. Who else? Probably Letty and Cypher.
No, I think they're too far away.
They're going to Australia, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have one problem with the third act. Yeah. I think it was great, yeah, but my one thing about it that's kind of got me. It was too easy for Dante to actually take Little B. It was just yeah, it was predictable, and it was I feel like it was a really lazy way for them to do it.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. It just there was so much tension.
Just Dante getting him. Everything after that, I think, was fine. The way that that Jacob, that car as well was a bit whack, but that's okay.
that's funny.
Yeah, it was a little whack, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They did rerunning it in one night, 12 hours, filming the next day. I thought it'd be a lot worse than what it was. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
It just had me I was honestly excited. Back to the characters though. Ames, the FBI kind of whatever he is,
the agency guy.
The agency. Ames, as well as Tess, little Miss Nobody. She's the daughter of Mr. Nobody. They both seemed so basic and underutilized. I really think this franchise, The Fast and the Furious, has to stop introducing all these new characters, especially this late into the franchise. They got to stop doing that because it's creating up a whole new little character development bit, which doesn't do anything actually. It just makes them so pointless, as I said, and basic. And it's just why are they there?
Yeah. They're trying to do too much, and it just you introduce new characters, so you have to develop a new character. If you do that, then it takes up time for your main characters, and it's no matter what, you're not gonna win.
Yeah.
I feel like you can introduce new characters without making them this person's relative or this person's relative or
everyone's related.
Everyone's related, and that's what makes it so hard to introduce new characters. Is because now we want to know about Elena's sister.
Yeah.
Now we want to know about Tess as Mr. Nobody's daughter.
A good late introduction to the franchise of a character, I would say, is Ramsey in Fast and Furious 7. She had purpose to come and join the crew.
Yeah.
I
but again, she wasn't related to anybody.
Exactly. And that's a good thing. There was a new fresh character.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, no, Ames, I don't think Ames is bad. I don't hate it. I thought it was predictable, the double cross.
Yeah.
Most of this movie was predictable, to be honest.
Yeah. It was. We'll get to it.
Up until I'd say the last 5 minutes. Yeah. Everything else predictable. The last 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to it now. The massive ending, a freaking massive cliffhanger. They could literally, they're not, but they could literally all be dead. Okay, Roman, Tej, Ramsey on that aircraft, they could just be dead. Jacob could be Jacob could be dead. Dom and Little B could be dead. It just cut, bro. They're not dead, obviously, but they had the big explosion. Then it cuts. We go back to Antarctica with Letty and Cypher escaping the little thing they were in. Okay, and they're walking on the snow, and then a massive submarine breaks through the ice. And those rumors, a while back, we heard rumors that Gal Gadot was coming back to do Fast 10. And we thought flashbacks. We made an episode on it, and we're like, there's no way they're bringing her back from the dead. And then at the end of the episode, we realized, it's probably for flashbacks. I totally forgot about it. I was watching it and I totally forgot that there was rumors she was coming back because we didn't see her in any of the flashbacks, right? And so I didn't remember. And so then the submarine comes up and who the hell opens the hatch? Freaking Giselle is alive. I'm sorry, but what?
And then it ends.
Like
until the post-credit scene.
But how the hell is Giselle alive?
The best part of the movie.
This makes Tokyo Drift kind of pointless. Han went there because Giselle died, and he did it in. They were gonna go there together. Like Giselle's alive, bro. She died in 6. Like what?
So Giselle fake dying made Han's fake death useless.
Oh my god.
That's how bad this is. That's how
god. Okay.
What the hell is going on?
There's Han's reaction to her being alive is gonna be. I don't know what it's gonna be like. Could be touching. It could be just so dumb. Like if they do it right, and they don't just skip over it like they did in F9 with Han when he sees Sean and Twinkie. Like they in F9 that triggers me so much. Han walks up. There's Sean and Twinkie. Sean stands up, and then he's like, and they give each other a hug. He's like, "What the hell?" or whatever. I don't remember the lines. And
they don't even talk.
It's a long story.
Yeah.
Han says it's a long story.
It's pitiful. It's
they did a lazy writing.
Yeah.
They did a somehow Palpatine return. They skip over it, bro. They don't explain it.
They did.
It literally did. But yeah,
somehow Han returned.
Because I still don't understand it. But yes, the best part of the movie, that post-credit scene, Hobbs is freaking back, baby.
The Rock.
The Rock's back.
One of the
Dwayne.
A great character. I after rewatching them,
Hobbs is back. I need to.
You might not like The Rock, but
I like The Rock.
I like him.
I like The Rock. Yeah.
He's okay.
I like.
Depends on my mood.
I like The Rock. Yeah, dude, Hobbs is back. That was just sick. It had the Batman, the 2022 Batman vibes with the what's his name? With the friggin'
Joker?
No. Blank. The full. What's his name? The villain of the Batman.
Riddler?
The Riddler. There you go. The Riddler. Bro, it had the Riddler vibes with that phone call. The ringtone goes off. Oh, it was so cold, bro. It was good. And then Dante says, your worst nightmare is yet to come. Hobbs takes his mask off. Oh, it was so cool, bro. That was cool. I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for that. But what do you give it out of 5? Out of 5.
I have to give like a 2 out of 5.
Yeah. Okay, I originally gave it a 3. It's 2.5. 2.5. It's better than 8. It's better than 9. It's better than Hobbs and Shaw. That's about it. Maybe. I need to rewatch 6. I need to watch 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's it has its moments. It's kind of funny sometimes.
Cringeworthy funny. Like you're laughing at how bad it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's as you said, it's not as bad as the other ones, but it's still
a big step up from 9. I'll say that a big step up. 9, 8 is probably better than 9. I just don't like 8. I don't know. Also, the 3 girls on Antarctica, right? Letty, Safa, Giselle. Is Mr. Nobody also in that submarine? However, now Vin Diesel promised that the franchise would go to Australia. They've been to so many continents, right? Yet to be to Australia. What's the closest land to Antarctica? The closest country?
New Zealand.
Shut up.
No, it's not. I'm pretty sure it is Australia.
They're gonna go to Australia.
It is.
They're going to Australia. Hey, they're going to Australia. They're going to Australia. Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Imagine them in like the outback and then like on the Sydney Harbour Bridge through Surf's Paradise. Oh, this is good because Next sauce.
It'll be I reckon it'll be Outback. They won't do anything else. They'll do Outback.
Yeah, still.
I'm gonna cook an egg on Vin Diesel's head.
No, Vin Diesel said like Sydney Harbour Bridge. So.
I mean, it'd be cool.
It'd be very cool.
Oh my god, if he drives the car on the Sydney Opera House and ramps it, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna walk out of the cinema.
Imagine that's gonna happen, bro.
I will walk out of the cinema.
It's a
light a
perfect
match
shape.
and throw it.
That's funny. No, wait. Yeah, that's gonna happen, bro. And then they...
I hope not. That'll be so bad.
That'd be funny. Anyway, you said before we started recording you had some predictions for Fast and Furious 11. Now, this was supposedly titled Fast X Part 2, okay? So there's 2 more main saga movies to go, as they are making the finale a trilogy, hence, you know, the term that they've been using, the end of the road begins with Fast X, and then you got Fast X Part 2, and then in 2025, and then Fast X Part 3 in 2027. So, what are your predictions? You know, we got left on a cliffhanger. They could all be dead, they're not. But like Roman Tej, I think someone's dead. Someone's dead.
Yeah.
It's probably Jacob. Jacob's dead. They killed Jacob, mate.
I hope not. He's the best character. No, so my first prediction, one that you know about is... Yeah, that's my Giselle prediction, is...
Yeah, right.
She has lost one, if not both of her legs, because
it would make sense.
Han has all like the burns and stuff, right?
No.
Oh, well then he just looks messed up.
No.
Okay.
You know, wait, what? You know when Han died in that car, that's not a real Han. Han is standing in the window
I know.
of the house.
I know,
Mr.
but
Nobody.
it looked like Han was all burnt. I don't know, maybe it was just me.
Yeah, no,
maybe he just looks old.
Older. He's got older. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think Giselle leadied it where she didn't get out of it. She just hurt herself badly. And I think that
she fell from like so far up.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I think she broke her legs or maybe she like lost her legs. I don't know.
Yeah.
The only reason, and I told you this, the only reason why I don't think so is because Gal Gadot is not an actress. She is a supermodel and she makes money off her legs. So
Right. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they'll do that. It's just
no.
I don't know. They probably won't even freaking explain it. Jesus alive, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus alive.
But my other prediction is, okay,
Yeah.
somebody dies.
What?
My prediction is, it's Tej.
No.
And I'm going to tell you why. It's I promise you, it will either be Tej or Roman.
No.
Because of the heart-to-heart they had at the very end. It's going to be one of them. And I think it's going to be Tej. And then Roman's going to be like, I should have saved him, or whatever. I should have been better.
Great dialogue, mate.
That and... So, Ramsey can do a lot of what Tej can do.
Yeah.
Roman's the comedic relief. They're not going to kill the comedic relief. Tej, he's not... Like, he was that tech guy. He was the hacker. He was the tech guy. He's not anymore.
Yeah, they kind of...
Tej is replaceable.
They're replacing Tej, where they're slowly putting Ramsey into that spot.
Yeah, I don't think they'll kill their comedic relief.
We love Ramsey.
And he also just got given, like, Tej just gave him... Like, they just had the heart-to-heart about it all, and now Roman's like, yeah, I'm a leader now, because Tej said it. Tej's dead. What the fuck? Kind of thing. You feel me?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And then it'll also... Somebody has to die. It'll also give all of them more incentive as well. I feel like Ludacris has also been in the game for a while. I don't know. It's the one that I see working out the most. He's he's not the biggest character. He's not anyone's favorite character. Roman's people's favorite character. Obviously
Roman's
Dom.
my
Obviously
favorite.
Brian.
Yeah.
Tez just no one's favorite character. They're not going to kill Ramsey. She's too smart. She's too important, and she's her and Liddy, the only two female characters in the main group.
Now,
it's Tej. Tej is dead.
Fuck, dude. We'll see. I think Jacob's dead. I do. Dom's obviously not dead. I don't think Roman, Ramsey, and Tej are dead yet, even though they just blew up okay. I think Mia and Brian are gonna come and save the day, or Hobbs. I would rather Mia and Brian just because of, you know why.
I think it'll be Deckard.
Or Deckard.
Because is Han with Deckard? Or is Han with them?
Han was in the ship, in the plane, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember. But, yeah, I can't believe we have to wait 2 years, bro. Surely not. Surely, like, they're filming it back to back. They get filming done by the end of it'll be early, it'll be early 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then probably early 2027 for number 12. I think it's right. It is stupid. There's too many movies, but I think it's right that they're doing a trilogy for the finale. It sounds stupid, a trilogy for a finale, but there's that 10. Just 10 got nowhere, bro. It got nowhere.
It didn't do a lot, did it?
It introduced us to Dante. I do not care about. When the frick are we getting Carter Verone back? Alright?
We're not getting Carter Verone back.
We have to, bro. He's getting out of jail soon. Surely. It's been... What is it? So, if...
We're not getting Carter Verone back.
They're in, 2023 now. And it was, Too Fast, Too Furious takes place in, 2003, the year it came out. The same year. I think it's exactly like that. So, he's been in jail for, 20 years. He's out! He'll be out 20 years, bro. 20 years is like a normal sentence. You kind of
it doesn't mean they don't care. They're not gonna.
They're bringing
he's
Carter
small
Verone.
Fish.
No, you
they're
want
not
Carter
gonna
Verone
bring back. I do, but they're not gonna bring. Not if he's gonna be.
But it has to, bro. It makes more sense.
He is the villain. He might do. No, I'm saying he might do. Okay. But he will not be the main villain. He'll be like the villain. Matt meets up with him and he's like, "Hey, help me!" And then there'll be two other ones. They'll be like, so
Number
Dante
12.
will go find him and be like, "Yeah, nah."
Okay, Fast and Furious 12. That'll be 12. So you just got 2 in there. He was in Too Fast and Furious. Put him in 12. Maybe not 11. 12. He gets out 12. Okay, you can kill off freaking Dante. I feel like Dante's gonna turn good.
No. Too many bad guys turn good in this series.
Okay, Dante dies at the end of 11. They think every villain... Okay, they finally go into retirement. Okay, the galaxy is saved, guys. We are now going to be a normal family. And then...
No.
And then... That's why we have 12, is because Carter Verone gets out of prison, shows up at Roman's doorstep, and boom, that's 12 for us.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's what
they're not going to use the comedic relief's villain. They're not going to do that.
They have to. He literally says to Roman, just wait until I get out of jail, bro, and you're freaking dead.
Yeah, in 2002.
Exactly, Roman's the reason he's in jail, right? So
yeah.
He's not going to forget about Roman.
This is what I mean, though.
Ratio, bro.
But, no, okay. The reason it won't be is because Vin Diesel writes it. He does a lot of the writing. And he doesn't give a crap. He doesn't give a shit. If it's not his villain, he doesn't care.
Yeah, okay. But we want
Have you come to realize that?
I don't care.
Since 7, it's never been anybody else's villain. It's only been Vin's villain. Vin Diesel, Dominic Toretto, you hurt my brother. Rah, I'm coming for you. 8, I'm using you to hurt your own family. Rah. 9, I'm your brother. Rah. 10, you killed my dad. Rah. Nobody else mattered.
Well, okay.
Film franchise anymore. They're not going to use bloody Roman.
Dante calls Hobbs, right? Because Hobbs is the guy that actually pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
why does Dante go for Dom's kid? Why doesn't he go for like Brian and Mia? I think they would be a lot easier of a target. Just
because it's Vin Diesel. Because he writes it.
I just want
it's
Brian
him.
back, bro. Just give me freaking Brian already. I'm annoyed. Freaking Vin Diesel made a post on Instagram saying we're getting Paul Walker in present day. We're getting Brian back. They filmed it. Maybe they pushed it into 11. I reckon they've already filmed the ending, right? And then they're like,
yeah,
should we cut this out and then make it the start of 11? Because then, leave it on a cliffhanger and then,
no,
maybe make more money for number 11.
What it was is, that was the post-credit scene. We see Brian come back, but they got an agreement with, they fixed things up with Dwayne. So then they're like, you know what, we'll save it and introduce Dwayne back.
Yeah, it's just annoying, bro, because I was looking so much forward to seeing Brian in present day. We were promised it from the director and from Vin's mouth. So I reckon that's what they did. They cut it. They cut it out to put it at the start of 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that's our review, guys. Let us know what you thought. We waited a long time for this. I was hyped, and we got it, and I'm not surprised, to be honest. Winning with too much high expectations. I just freaking give me Brian. All right, you see that face. Anyway, you see that blue R34. Anyway, that's our review. I give it a 2.5 out of 5 at the moment. Joseph gives it a 2 out of 5.
2.
2, yeah. Let us know what you think. I rank it better than 8. I rank it better than 9. I rank it better than Hobbs & Shaw. That's about it at the moment. I'm gonna rewatch them all. I'll rewatch them all in chronological order. And yeah. Anyway, guys, let us know what you thought. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Movie Pod. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse comes out. Wait, what's this one called? Into the Spider-Verse? Across the Spider-Verse? Whatever the hell.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 comes out in like 4 days. We'll have a re-up for that sometime. I'm not hyped for that. The first one's mid. Okay, hate me. First one's mid.
Shut up.
Overloved. The first one is overhyped, bro. Like, Jesus, man. Anyway, see you guys in the next episode of the Movie Pod, whatever it may be. We're out. Bye-bye.
Bye.